Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the Roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about
Marvel Remix. I like it even better. It's still the same core gameplay, everything I just described about. You have a handful of cards, you're going to draw a new card, and then discard a card. But there's a few things that change. One is you've got two decks to draw from, because there's two types of cards. There's all your heroic cards, which is where you score all your points, and then there are villain cards. And at the end of the game, you have to have at least one villain in your hand, because that's who all the heroes you're trying to recruit are fighting. And although you could have more, and so the villain is a source of points or a source of losing points if you don't get the right heroes, or a source of points if you do get the right heroes to fight them. Like Magneto, you should probably fight them with some X-Men as an example. So if you're keeping Magneto in your hand, you're looking for those X-Men to come out in the public display so you can grab them. And maybe X-Manor and stuff like that too. But I mean, the whole of the Marvel universe, comic book universe, is here, and I love it. And so there's a little bit of extra complexity with the two different decks and the extra interaction, which is very nice. But what really brings a Remix over Fantasy Realms for me is, at the end of a game of Fantasy Realms, I felt like, I got a bunch of points. And I've got just some disparate elements. But at the end of Remix, I feel like I wrote a comic book. Hey, Spider-Man teamed up with Luke Cage to take on the Leader, and they had a chase scene through the streets of Manhattan, and it ended up in an old abandoned warehouse, and these are all the cards I've got in my hand. But it feels much more thematic. And I mean, and now maybe this is because make mine Marvel. I've been a Marvel Comics fanboy since I was a little boy back in the 70s, and going down to the local convenience store and buying Marvel Comics off the spiral racks. I'm sure those things don't exist anymore. So, I mean, this really spoke to my, inner nostalgia and child. But even still, I think the game is better because it tells a stronger story, while still having the same wonderful gameplay of its predecessor, Fantasy Realms.
And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.